Hello everyone, today I'm doing track work. So I have a basic oval and I want to double my main line. This is going to allow me to run two trains at once and have two cabs. I can have two trains meet, or I can have two trains racing each other. So it's fairly straightforward. I want to give a shout out to Mike Pfeiffer because he put the recipe for this. This outside track here is 19-inch. Cardo doesn't make a 17.5-inch curve. So Mike Pfeiffer put the recipe on his website so you can find the correct way to do a 17.5-inch curve. It works perfectly. I'm very happy. So doubling the track is actually pretty straightforward. Just keep adding track. Pretty straightforward. But then I get to my automatic crossing gate. What do I do about that? Well, this is what this video is all about. So Cardo saw this coming. They saw it coming a mile away. So they have this kit that you can use. And you can turn the automatic crossing gate into a double track or a triple track or a quadruple track, as many as you need to. Let me show you what's in the box. So in the box, you get this, which will extend your gate, and two sensors. You also get two wires. This will allow you to connect the sensors under here to warn the crossing gate of incoming trains. So it's meant to be very easy to install. These the sides of the crossing gate are meant to be removable like this. So if you ever need to move your train, you can still move these around. So all you got to do is bring in your extra track and slip it in there, and slip the two other tracks back on, and essentially you would be ready to go. I've got some wiring to do, of course, but other than that, it's that easy. This is another trick I can share with you. I'm knitting down my track, and I saw that in a magazine where the guy would take an old hopper or a gondola and you put your track nails in your gondola and it follows you along as you nail your track down. Alright, so everything's coming along fine. I'm going to go over with you how to wire this. So this little guy here, this is your main power supply, hooked up to the power supply. So that can stay there for now. And now I have my sensors. I have my little sensors with my wires. And these go into here. So I have to put each one of them into here. I'll be running the wire under the track, of course. So I made some holes in my 4x8, and then I can run the wire under the 4x8 and back up and over to the automatic crossing gate. And that I have to do 4 more of these. So here's what it looks like with all the sensors plugged in. Now I'm gonna complete my track work. Now I've got my oval completed. I hooked it up to the power, and I got out one of my good little engines just to test everything out. I I find that very strange to drive two trains at once. It's coming along very well, but before I can nail my track down, I want to make sure that my sensors are working properly. Actually, I'm going to send my engine, I'm going to send it away. That way it won't interfere with my sensors. So I'm going to put my level crossing back together. This shouldn't be too hard to put back together. There we go. And I'm going to put the second part, the part that has electricity. So then it's going to go on with its little cycle, startup cycle. So I'm going to bring my train back, make sure my sensors are working. So I would call that track 2. So track 2 is working fine, and now let's try track 1. And that's working fine also. So now I'm going to be starting to nail my track. Now I'm getting ready for the last spike, which I will hammer in off camera because it will bounce the engines off the track. And now it's time to run some trains. Now I can have two trains meet at the crossing. So that changes everything. Or I can have the two trains racing each other. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it for you. See you soon.